Welcome on thebuzzer.com. I'm Ara. This is Ramix. What the fuck was that, dude? You fucking moron.
That sounds like our intro is.
This is our first show. You're going to get a lot of sports talk. Bear with us. We might suck and we might be a little amateur. But let's start off with a recap. Shut the hell up, dude.
Let's do this. Talk about sports.
Bengals lose to the Browns 45-51. What do you have to say about that?
Explain to me how the Browns can put up 51 points on anybody.
Derek Anderson, not the San Antonio guard. Derek Anderson, the quarterback, dropped 5 touchdowns on the defense.
Jamal Lewis, vintage 2003 form, put up 215 yards on the Cincinnati defense. Where's Marvin Lewis, your defensive genius, now?
I don't know, but he killed me in my fantasy league 2 years ago, so I don't want to hear his name ever again. Let's move on to the Rams and the Niners. The Rams lose again to the Niners.
The Rams and Niners had a game yesterday?
Enough said. Let's move on to Green Bay and the Giants. Eli Manning back from a shoulder injury, maybe a little too soon.
The big story here was Brett Favre becomes the winningest quarterback in NFL history, passing Dan Marino.
I bet you can't name 3 players on his team.
Bart Starr, Ray Nitschke, I can't remember another one.
Brett Favre. All right, let's move on. The New Orleans Saints, story of the year. These guys are supposed to go to the Super Bowl. What happens? They lose again to the Bucks.
New Orleans was the feel-good story last season after Katrina, the Superdome. This year, they're starting out flat, 0-2, trying to spread the ball around too much, trying to get Reggie Bush involved, trying to get the receivers involved. Give the ball to Deuce, let him smash mouth.
Can someone say Reggie Bush on steroids?
Can somebody say Mario Williams, #1 pick?
That's all. I can't say anything else. Let's move on to Atlanta. Aren't you from Atlanta, Ramik?
Born and raised in Atlanta, and I'm so distraught because I was so cheering for Joey Harrington. This team could have banded together after the whole dogfighting incident of Michael Vick, but instead Joey Harrington, worst NFL player in the history of the sport. What do you think?
I don't know if you can blame him so much as his team. He's garbage. All right.
Okay, so can we blame him or not then?
But his team's no good either.
Let me see. Joe Horn.
All right. Warwick Dunn.
Warwick Dunn.
The Dirty Bird.
Is he still there?
No, he's not. He's gone. He should be there. But I heard they're calling him. I bet you they miss Matt Schaub right now.
What a disaster that was, trading Matt Schaub. I think Atlanta needs a mulligan on that trade. Look at the Texans, 2-0. Good segue, Raw.
That's right. They beat Carolina in Carolina yesterday, and they pounded them. They were down 14, came back with 31 unanswered.
Maybe David Carr was the problem after all these years. What do you think?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe. We'll move on to the story of the season. Another story of the season.
You got a lot of stories coming at me right now. I'm about to go to bed right now with your little stories.
This might be actually a feel-good story of this season. We got the Detroit Lions coming out of nowhere, winning 2 games in a row. I never thought I'd say that. Jon Kitna, after being outed in Cincinnati, has come over.
Was he outed as being a homosexual?
No, just outed in general, like how we outed you from our softball league.
Wait a minute.
All right,
cut that.
How he got outed, and look at him. He's tearing it up in Detroit. I'm a little happy for the guy.
Are you?
Yeah, just a little. Like this.
You're not very enthusiastic right now.
The
guy came back from a concussion yesterday. Said he saw Jesus. It was a miracle that he even played in the second half. But you know what? That guy sees his receiving core. Doesn't want to lose his starting spot. Doesn't want to get Wally pipped.
Look at this. That's a little happy for the guy.
All right, I'll take it.
Calvin Johnson, Rookie of the Year. He's got my vote if I had one.
What about Roy Williams?
He's not a rookie.
What about Mike Williams?
I don't even know where he is. Let's move on to the Raiders and Denver. Now, I hate the Oakland Raiders. Let that be known. Raiders at Mile High, and they lose again. This time to the Denver Broncos and that cheap shot artist,
Mike Shanahan. I think that's the name you're looking for.
Totally.
I can't even blame Mike Shanahan. Sebastian Janikowski. Remember when the Raiders wasted a first-round pick on this guy?
Guy hit the 51-yarder. Mike Shanahan called a timeout a second or a split second before. That's Bush League. That's all I can say.
Well, let me consult my little fantasy rule book here. Aren't you not supposed to draft a kicker before the last round?
I didn't draft him. I had Jason Elam, so I'm happy.
All
He
right.
got the winning points for me.
What else you got for me?
We got the bust game of the day. The San Diego Chargers at the New England Patriots. The Chargers were supposed to be the representatives of the AFC in the Super Bowl. And what happens?
Where do I even start on this one? A, any team that hires Norv Turner as a head coach doesn't deserve to win a game. B, everybody thought, including my esteemed partner here, that after Cameragate, the Patriots would, fall apart. But the team rallied around Bill Belichick, came out and showed who the class of the AFC is. And don't forget about Randy Moss.
Randy Moss, I love him. He scored 2 touchdowns. Quinn Jemmer can't hold that. LT, that's the guy I'm worried about. He's got less than 50 yards in each game for the past 2 weeks. Number 1 draft pick, I don't know. I'm regretting not taking Peyton Manning.
What do you expect from somebody that steals a nickname from Lawrence Taylor?
I don't know. He's the real LT in my book. Visit that. You'll see that on our blog.
The Chargers have been talking smack for like 2 weeks now about this, about that, and they just haven't backed it up this season. Maybe they should hire your boy Marty Schottenheimer back.
I can't argue. Finally, let's move on to tonight's game, Redskins at Eagles. Do you care?
I care because Donovan McNabb is playing. He's got a lot to prove. That guy should take some time off in the sense of trying to be a TV personality, go back to his roots and start throwing the ball, hand the ball off to Westbrook. Let's see what the Eagles can do here.
I heard his mom just served the team with some Campbell's Chunky Soup.
That's bad news for the Redskins, and that's a winnable division too.
I'm taking the Redskins by 3 tonight.
I'm taking Philly by 7.
All right, that's our NFL recap for Week 2. Stay tuned next Monday for another recap.
Check back periodically. We'll have some more news for you.
On the buzzer, sportsblog.blogspot.com. It's shorter than you think it is.
Hey, just add it to your favorites. You don't need to type it in again.
Just click on the link on your screen and it'll take you directly there. And don't worry about this dog. I won't bring him around next time either.
Where's Michael Vick when you need him?
Fucking